Day 51. The island remains an unforgiving fortress, a vast, isolated expanse where a single mistake can end it all. Waking up on a cold cave floor severely drains core temperature. Her first reflex is to check the ashes.
Never rush blindly outside. The threshold between darkness and morning light is where nocturnal predators often linger.
Before stepping out, she gauges the density of the fog. Reading weather patterns is just as vital as finding food. With her companion acting as an early warning system, she steps into the wild. Today, the jungle is hiding something much worse.
In an environment designed to break you, a moment of joy is a survival tool. High morale keeps the mind sharp.
Wearing damp clothes invites hypothermia. Switching to a lighter, clean layer isn't about comfort, it's tactical hygiene. But the jungle doesn't care about your mood. Before venturing deeper, having a weapon ready is a survival absolute. As they move inland, the canopy thickens, choking out the sunlight. The rules of the ecosystem change completely in the shadows. The playful morning is over. The sudden silence in the woods is nature's most terrifying alarm. When the jungle goes dead silent, it isn't peaceful, it's a warning. In the tropics, silence means a massive predator is near. The deep forest hides ancient terrors. This 2-meter centipede is a venomous nightmare, and facing it head-on is a death sentence. Its armored exoskeleton makes blunt force useless. One bite delivers necrosis-inducing venom. The only logical survival choice here is immediate evasion. Slow, deliberate retreat is crucial, but in a terrain littered with brittle roots, absolute silence is an impossible luxury. The sound triggers its predatory instinct. This isn't a fight you can win. It's a terrifying race for survival. Run. Panic drains stamina faster than running. In a jungle sprint, thick roots and sharp thorns are just as dangerous as the predator behind you. Suddenly, the terrain drops, a sheer cliff face offering no escape. She is trapped between a venomous nightmare and a deadly fall. A cliff jump is a desperate last resort, but hesitation here guarantees death. She must protect her head and minimize the surface area of impact. Cornered, she chooses the leap of faith. It's not just about falling, it's about controlling the descent to survive hitting the water from this height. Water from this height hits like concrete. Entering feet first and keeping arms tight is the only way to prevent the impact from shattering bones. The ocean saved her life but left its mark. Salt water and open scrapes are a perfect recipe for infection if ignored. Exhaustion is heavy, but resting on wet sand with compromised skin is a mistake. She must assess the damage immediately. Memory is a survival tool. Recalling the exact location of wild medicinal herbs from yesterday's trek now becomes her lifeline. Crushing the leaves releases natural antibacterial compounds. It's a primitive poultice, essential for sealing cuts against tropical bacteria. Applying raw sap burns deeply. Controlling the heart rate through breathing helps manage the sting. Panic only amplifies pain. While the medicine sets, the risk of infection from mud and ocean bacteria remains. Finding fresh water for purification is an absolute survival priority. Bathing in the wild isn't a luxury, it's preventative medicine. Removing contaminated clothing prevents bacteria from festering on the skin. Every piece of gear must be maintained. Washing fabric in flowing water removes salt crystals that would otherwise chafe the skin raw during movement. The cold water soothes her skin, but the poultice burns. She anchors her mind through meditation, refusing to let pain dictate her actions. Purified and refocused, the exhaustion is temporarily washed away. But hunger sets in, and this stream offers more than just drinking water. Hunting in clear water seems easy, but light refraction will trick your eyes. You must aim below where the fish actually appears.
Patience is a weapon. Water transmits vibrations much faster than air. Any sudden movement will send the prey darting away.
A massive 5-kilogram freshwater catch. This isn't just a meal, it's an abundant source of pure protein to fuel her for days. In the wild, success is rare. Celebrating these small victories releases dopamine, reinforcing the survival will to keep fighting another day. However, carrying fresh meat through the jungle is dangerous. She must get it back to the cave and over a fire before the scent attracts predators. Returning to the shelter before dark is a paramount rule. Any delay in the dense jungle exacts a heavy toll. Fire provides more than warmth, it is the only weapon against the dark. Starting a fire with damp wood requires absolute patience. A successful hunt means energy for another day. But in the wild, the smell of cooked meat is an invitation to uninvited guests. Cooking the meat thoroughly is the only way to kill freshwater parasites. In the wild, food poisoning equals a death sentence. Survival isn't a 9-to-5 job. When the sun sets, the real test begins. Every sound is magnified, and the stakes multiply. The scent of roasted meat travels far on the night breeze. For the island's apex predators, it is a glowing beacon. Something is watching. The island never sleeps, and tonight, the hunter has become the prey. A tiny flicker of light against an ocean of darkness. Her shelter is her fortress, but isolation is a heavy burden. Day 51 ends, but the war against the wild rages on. This is only the beginning.
I personally think Day 51 is a perfect testament to nature's brutality. The biggest lesson here isn't about physical strength, but decisiveness. When cornered at a cliff edge, hesitation will kill you. I advise always assessing the risks and knowing how to control your body when forced into a desperate jump. In my view, her prioritizing wild herbs and clean water to treat open wounds was an excellent survival decision. Infection is the most dangerous silent killer in the jungle. Furthermore, spearfishing in the stream reminds us that patience and environmental awareness matter more than crude tools. Ultimately, I feel that maintaining morale and staying vigilant in the dark is the final key to staying alive. This video does not encourage reckless real-life risk-taking. It serves as a reminder. Nature is majestic, but it is only safe when you have the knowledge, prioritize survival needs, and maintain an absolute respect for the wild.